Hello everyone, Russell Wright from the Semantic Web team, and this is Semantic Revolution and semanticwebtraining.com. I'm going to give you a virtual tour of the Semantic Web Training course so that you know what you get. For those of you who are still sitting on the fence about why you're going to need this course throughout 2014, you're going to understand as soon as we get done with this tour. I'm starting in the home area. This is the location that you're going to land, and each section has an audio overview that the entire Semantic Web team goes through with you and exactly how to utilize that page or the modules accompanying it. Now the modules are always going to be on the left side more or less, and we're going to be covering each one of these modules, and you should follow them in succession. So you're going to start with the Semantic Web Overview. You're going to go to eCommerce. eCommerce is the heart of the Semantic Web Training course. It's hands-on, step-by-step, and it's important because you're going to learn how to deal with very detailed step-by-step processes when it comes to your products, your services, your addresses, all the things that can be marked up and have a direct result in the search results for increasing your traffic and really beating your competitors when it comes to being ahead of the curve with the semantic web. Also, we're going to be talking about the plugins section. Then you're going to move to business evolution. There's going to be constant interviews and something called Fly on the Wall. Fly on the Wall is bonus material that when we start talking about things that we realize influence the future, when you have a semantic web expert like Kevin talking to a military industrial programmer and pretty much a search engineer like Sue Bell, very interesting conversations and future predictions that can act as predictors start to happen in these conversations. So we start recording them and we actually upload them to the Fly on the Wall area, which really is way ahead of all the SEO stuff that you hear out there and all those kind of the sky is falling kind of conversations in the Warriors Forum and all those sections. This is several steps above that, and you can really build a business around these kind of predictors. So I'm really excited about that. So let's go ahead and go to the Semantic Web Overview. After you've signed up for your webinar, you're going to get the upcoming webinars are going to happen pretty much every month until we reach the end of this course, which is to be expected somewhere to the middle of 2014, and that will be the completion of the Welcome to Semantic Revolution basic semantic web training, and then we'll move on to other modules. When you're done with that, you're going to go to the Semantic Web Overview. Semantic Web Overview, as you can see, has its own advanced training modules here on the side. So you're first going to read the introduction. You're going to listen to our audio, which tells you how to gear yourself up for this course. This is where we're going to give you a solid foundation. We're going to talk about semantic personalities, why we are using semantic web technology, and how we know without a shadow of a doubt that Google is literally using the semantic web as its organizing principles for new algorithms. This is huge, you guys, like absolutely ridiculously huge. We're also going to talk about web organizations. Okay, this is the who and the what, and web organizations are the institutions. What is a semantic web? I want to make really sure when you start getting into semantic web optimization that you understand how to utilize this with your clients right now. There's really basic things you can do, but we want to make sure that you understand what you're talking about. This is where what is the semantic web comes in focus. What is linked data? If you don't understand linked data, you can't understand the semantic web. This will help you be more intelligent when you're using SEO in conjunction with semantic web technology. How big is the web? I love this module because it has that interactive chart that connects all of the databases when it comes to the web, and it's very similar to the search engine relationship chart that Bruce Clay, my former mentor Bruce Clay, had out in the early 2007, 2008. Became very popular, except this is a lot bigger than that chart, and it deals with things at a much larger scale beyond the search engines and in the web. Then we're going to talk about you in the web. You'll be able to find yourself within all of this, and you're going to definitely need to take a break after you do these modules because this is only the setup. By the way, when you get through these modules, you're going to know more about semantic web and what's coming than most of the people on the planet. That's a very cool thing, and it's going to set you up for the next module, because you can see up here the Semantic Web Overview takes you to e-commerce, and e-commerce can take you to plugins. Plugins can take you to business evolution. So there's a step-by-step progression. But you're going to be ready for the e-commerce module, which I'm going to take you to now. Just click e-commerce, the top part of the screen, and then again we have your guided introduction to just get you in the right mindset for the e-commerce. Okay, and then you're going to have these modules. All right. The general overview that you need to be aware of is that e-commerce, this is the nuts and the bolts. This stuff is the nuts and the bolts. We're going to show you how to get your business listed, We're going to show you basic markup, and you're going to learn exactly what markup is in semantic web. To give you an example, you're going to go beyond just getting your author markup tags and the rest. You're going to learn the core of how it works, but then you're going to learn how to do a lot of different kind of markups that many average search engine optimization experts don't even know you can mark up, and these do give you more traffic, and they do get you in the semantic databases. I'm going to show you how to mark up your business, for example, and know how your business can get found and start getting added accumulatively to the semantic databases so that everything starts working for you by the time all of this hits towards the middle end of 2014 and really seriously in 2015. So you'll be several years ahead. I'm going to show you how to mark up your products. Folks, this is the big one. So a lot of technologies coming out. We know cases where people are actually semantically marking up their products with the correct markup and the correct equivalent of what you would call a barcode for the semantic web. We're going to get into the precise names and definitions of that. Really starts giving you a ridiculous edge against your competition. Okay, then you're going to move on to the plugins. The plugins is going to be an ongoing area for you, and we give you the overview, of course, but the main thing about plugins is we've only got a few in here right now. I'm not going to get into all of them, but this is going to be ongoing, hot or not, like what Kevin has found. Each one of these has a video associated with them. Over time there's going to be dozens. I'm going to show you the scale of which ones suck and which ones don't, and not only that, plugins are an excellent way to give you a context for the semantic web in a practical day-to-day way. We've already shown you how to do that by this point in the e-commerce module that preceded it, but we're going to give you hands-on with plugins, show you what to look for when people are making claims about semantic web plugins, even give you a tiny little bit of code so that you know what to look for, so that you know when something's not working. Okay, and we're going to continually add to these plugins, including our own, which will be at the top because ours are going to rock, and we're going to show you how this works to make your markups better. Then you'll be able to move on to business evolution, and of course ongoing webinars. And okay, business evolution is going to take you into the evolution of business, where myself and several other people will be providing you with interviews. I'm even planning and have confirmation with my favorite author, a mentor of mine and philosopher, Alexander Bard, has agreed to speak about the novel that we call the Futureka Trilogy, not the novel, the nonfiction philosophic work. It's a futurist work about the future of the future called the Futureka Trilogy, and he's going to speak live to you specifically and exclusively. And then of course many other interviews like this, and then all of your webinars will be here. So this is just the beginning of this course, and then obviously you're going to have the ongoing webinars between the first few months between January and April of 2014. All right, so this is really a powerful course. You're going to learn everything you wanted to know and more, but not only that, it's going to be practical. You're going to know where to start, what to expect, get your regular updates, and you're going to have the guided tour and your hand held over the next year with the Semantic Web team. That's Sue Bell, founder, CEO of ThemeZoom, Semantic Revolution, and many other companies that I work with her on. Kevin Polly has been studying he lives, breathes, sleeps, and eats semantic web. And he also works with us at Network Empire. And then there's myself helping you guide the tour, grounding this stuff out on the ground, practically integrating all this rocket science into the day-to-day plugins and WordPress. You're going to love this course, and I can't wait to see you on the inside of semanticwebtraining.com.